The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys!
This is the Players Lounge, broadcasting live from Dallas Cowboys World Headquarters at the Star. Now, your hosts, Barry Church, Danny McCray, Heckma Harrison, and Newy Scruggs.
Let's ride! Thursday, football day. The team is back together here. Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Danny McCray trying to get me hooked on the Sour Patch Kids. You're wrong for that.
Hit him up.
I got a sugar freak problem, man. You're wrong for that, man.
We're gonna smack on them all show.
He's trying to fight it again.
Look at him.
I don't hit the bad rump on the second.
You know I'm Pookie. I'm out here Pookie from New Jack City, man.
You gonna hear it.
He'll be calling me.
Hey, know what you do?
Heckma Harrison in the house. Barry Church.
What's happening, man?
I'm Newy Scruggs. I am excited because I just left the locker room. Oh, boy. They let us have CeeDee Lamb right out there to talk to. Then we went over to DeMarcus Lawrence, who cut it short, cut the press conference short. Felt like there was too many questions about the Eagles, too many questions about Jalen Hurts. He said, we them boys.
Said, Hot boy season?
He said, you all are talking about them. Like, we got to worry about they got to worry about us.
Hello.
Yes.
Shots fired.
Yes.
And this how the destruction of the Hot Boy started, right?
I was about to say that.
We do all that right there. That fine. I love D-Law. D-Law is my guy. So that's all fine and dandy. But I know when he go home, he respects his opponent enough to do the extra studying so he can make sure he has an advantage on those guys.
Now, he was about that too, but he just felt like, hey, you guys are asking all these questions about them, all these questions about Hurt. We're good. We're a good team. He's like, they hadn't seen defense like us. So my man is ready to go.
That's true. They haven't seen a front seven like the Dallas Cowboys had.
Nah.
I'll give them that. But they better be ready, man. They
they
gonna have their hands full.
What they defense rank?
Who, Eagles?
Yeah.
I think they top 10.
Yeah, they hit us.
They hit.
Yeah. They hit us. And they see each other every week. So that's the thing about this game. It's going to be good on good almost across the board.
All right, I got your numbers for you right here. So total defensive ranking, the Cowboys are 7th, the Eagles are 18th.
Which one was I looking at?
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe I'm watching too much TV this morning.
When it comes to rushing defense, the Cowboys are 19th, the Eagles are 7th.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
That's why I said top 10 too. I seen the rush.
I'm sorry.
It must be the top 10.
Good on good. Our strength right now is the run.
and they're good run defense.
Look. My bad, dog.
Not today, America.
Hey, man.
Not today, America. They ain't gonna get you, huh?
I left a part out. Our good on their good. We're running the ball. They're good at stopping the run.
Okay.
When it comes to the passing defense, the Cowboys are ranked 7th. Philadelphia is ranked 21st overall. So
that's surprising too. They got a solid secondary. I thought they'd be a little bit higher ranked than that.
Yeah, usually when teams stop to run that well, then other teams are throwing the ball more.
Or when you got a lead, you play that prevent defense,
and more importantly,
I'm just saying,
they go the whole second half there in prevent. Started third quarter, this is prevent defense.
That's what we was last year. Out there up 20 at halftime, and then Trayvon Diggs out there with a tight back.
Yeah,
and then just racking up the yards on
us. That boy was salty about that top 10 last year. But
he know. I had bets on the line. Not no money, HR, not money. Okay, it was between me and my wife and some friends. Out to eat.
Food
yeah. Merchandise.
That man gave me $50.
In food, it was
Nino Brown.
It was a gift card.
I'm putting cases on all y'all.
No, that's not Nino Brown.
I know. I didn't say. I know.
Get our heroes straight. Turnover margin. We've got the Cowboys tied for 2nd in the league at +5. The Eagles are number 1 in turnover margin, +9. So there are a lot of similarities to these teams, and you start to kind of dive into some numbers here, with which explains why they are both where they are. Cowboys 4-1, Eagles 5-0. Eagles 5.5-point favorites in this football game. Also in the locker room for consumption here, CeeDee Lamb. And Dak was throwing. I mean, it's no secret out there.
We saw him.
Dak was throwing.
We saw him.
So Clarence Hill said, because CeeDee's like, oh, yeah, Dak looked good. He said, was it in practice or after practice he was throwing to you, and then he's like, look at you, because Dak's trying to see, because Clayton's trying to see, did Dak was he practicing? And so CD very understood exactly where the trap was being laid. It's like, nah, I'm not giving you anything on that. But I don't know, did you guys get to see anything? But he ripped it.
Yeah, we saw him.
I saw him rip it. I saw him rip it.
What'd you see out there,
I
D-Man?
saw him spin it. I saw the placement look good enough, you know what I'm saying, for me to be happy with him if he was comfortable going into the game. Now, I didn't see him take any snaps from under center or anything like that. I just saw him throwing the ball, and I thought the placement was okay. He looked like a guy who may have been a little rusty from not being in there for a few weeks, but I don't think he had any issues actually throwing the football.
Yeah, we saw, the grip was there. It wasn't like, he was shot putting the throw or anything like that. He had a couple, short intermediate passes, threw a couple deep ones as well. Didn't really see too much of that velocity and that zip on there. But like I said, it could be from a little bit of rust. And everybody looks great when they're in shorts and they're out there just throwing with no line and nothing in front of you and no pressure coming at you. So I guess the guy, he looked overall pretty good.
First step, though.
It was first step.
It
was first step. I still believe Cooper Rush is going to play this week, though.
I agree with you there.
Back to my man Tank and how Tank felt about the Eagles' questions. Mm-hmm. He should feel that way. He should feel like a lot of the pressure is on them. And they should be answering a lot of questions about this Dallas Cowboys defense. This is the way that they're building this up, you talk about waiting all day for Sunday night, man. I'm at that point where they need to play this game tonight. That's why I kept saying Thursday the other day, because the game need to be right now.
See, we even. See, I messed up earlier.
That's all good. It's all good. I started the week out, man. I'm going to clean it up, though. I'm going to finish strong. But, this defense, the Cowboys defense comes into a game where they're riding high on confidence. They've shut down the 2 Super Bowl teams from last year, and they made those games hard. When you go back to the champions that they beat down last week, they got to feel good about their ability to get those sack strip fumbles, take the ball away. But still, they're going up against a Philadelphia team that has a defense as well that they're going to rely heavily on. And as much as this is a big deal, which quarterback they decide to go with this weekend. It really is, because if Dak is 80%, I say he got to play. If it's 80%, because that 80% I feel like is better than Cooper Rush's 100%. Okay. And that may not be popular opinion amongst Cowboy fans, but I just feel like with Dak coming back, our offense will be able to open up that much more. And you know the Eagles are going to load the box and dare Cooper Rush to try and throw the ball over the top. And the only thing, the solace that I have is that Cooper Rush has already faced a defensive line that's really tough, and that's the Washington Commanders. Yeah. I mean, he ran into Allen. Those guys, Sweat, those guys, to me, man for man, were much better as a defensive front than the Eagles have.
Can we build off what you just said here? Okay, so Heck says if he's at 80%, he goes. If he's 80%, what do you do?
I'm resting him. It's not too much of a game. Like, to me, you're still playing with house money. If you go down 4-2, you're still good. You're still good in the division. You're still good in the NFC. If this was, a playoff situation, or this was a must-win game to get into the playoffs, then I could see, 80%, maybe 60% of Dak, I would still go out there. But to me, it's just not worth the risk. If he goes out there and something happens, he gets injured out for the rest of the season, it's still a long season left. Still a lot of games left. So to me, I'm resting him. Let Cooper Rush go out there and finish his last week out.
Yeah, I say rest him. You drop this game, I feel like you may be in trouble in the East. You're still good in the NFC. You drop this one, Eagles could go on a roll, and then you'll be stuck trying to catch them. But what I don't want to happen is we're not sure if Dak is 100% healthy, and then I got to hold my breath every snap that he's out there wondering, is he healthy? Is this going to be the one where he re-injures it because it's not really fully healed like it's supposed to be? And I don't think you want your team feeling that way. Because I don't want to be feeling that way. So I wouldn't even imagine how you on the sideline watching it as a defender or a receiver, like, oh, man, like holding your breath every time, because then you're not focused on what you're supposed to be focused on. So that's the only thing that would worry me about that. But if it's not healed enough for him to feel comfortable that he won't re-injure it, not about his rust about not getting any practice.
I just feel like you guys, as being ultimate competitors in this league, ain't no way in hell they could have kept y'all off the field.
Oh, yeah, that's without a doubt. Because I feel like if I ain't on the field, they're going to take my spot. They're going to give it away. So
listen to what you said.
I had to.
Those same sentiments, and even the way that he won his job, the media swell is getting to that point. All right? And maybe the people that's on the team, they're not listening to any of this because they're like, man, as soon as Dak ready, he playing. We have 70, 100 million reasons that he's going to play. But the more that this confidence behind Cooper Rush goes, Dak has to be hearing that, but also as a competitor and leader of this team. Sunday night football. Sunday night football. He's got to know, man. I want to be a part of that. We're going out and we win this game, man. We're the toast of the NFL.
Yeah,
we are the toast of. We're putting everybody on notice. We win this game.
Listen, Dak got a lot of reasons to be able to take his time. Now, from your point of view of like he want to be a part of it, yeah, I think that is something that's in his mind. I don't think he's worried about getting a spot taken by Cooper Rush. No matter what all the media and all of them are saying, they can still look back last week and see that Cooper Rush barely had 100 yards passing.
Yeah.
All right, they can look and see that we have changed our game plan completely. It's a complete 180 from what it was last year, and even when Dak Prescott started in game number 1. So you can put all these things together and see Dak will probably be a lot better than what Cooper Rush is doing, although Cooper Rush is doing good. But when you're paying a guy $40 million a year, you're saying, okay, if Cooper Rush is here, once Dak gets back, which is what Jerry is saying, then we should be way up here.
Yeah.
Like everything should flow a little bit better. Actually, a lot better.
The Eagles' offensive line against the Cowboys' defensive line. Back to Tank Lawrence there. This will probably, I'd argue, the best offensive line they've faced all year long. Game 1, Tampa had issues on their O-line. We're missing some starters. Then the Bengals, week 2, we know they had issues on. Yeah. Then you get week 3, you got the Giants, who they ran through. Their offensive lines had its issues. Then the Commanders, where they were terrible. And then last week, here it is, the Rams.
Trash.
So now, right. So now, here it is. You're facing a line that's stout. That's been intact here. Yeah. And so this is going to be an interesting challenge because one of the strengths of their football team is they're being able to run the ball. They got a good O-line. And here are the Cowboys with a good defensive line here. How do we see strength on strength? Let's start with you, Heck.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, look, I don't know if y'all saw the tweet, but Jason Kelce went under the tent while doing individual drills in Philly. So that's something we're talking about. Dak's
huge
thumb. Kelce missing would be huge for them as well. So just keeping the pulse with their offensive line. But you're right. I mean, these guys, Lane Johnson is a dog, been a dog for a very long time out of OU. And this Jordan Mailata guy, I don't know where they found this mountain of an individual, but he is a big dude. And, the Dallas Cowboys have been successful with getting home with just 4 guys. And that's the secret. And they don't have to relegate a whole bunch of guys to get that pressure. And in this game versus the Eagles, you find yourself thinking, okay, well, if you can't get home with 4 guys, then it brings you out of what you've been used to. Your formula that Dan Quinn has right now that's been working through these 5 games, he may have to go in his bag and pull out something different. Now, does he have that gear? Because now you're coming up against an opponent that can expose you in every area, especially in the running game. And so I think we all will agree the one weakness of this Dallas Cowboys defense is giving up the big play in the run and not so much in the pass. So that's the thing. That's what worries me. But I think they're nicked up. And I just believe our relentless pass rush, man, they've got to be in their head right now saying, look, how in the hell do we prepare for 4 guys that double like 8 guys?
Without a doubt. And that's huge. That Kelce news right there is huge because we saw what happens when you don't have your center in there. Look at Travis Frederick. This offensive line hasn't been the same since he's left. So if he's not in there, that's huge. But to me, the Eagles, they got two offensive or 2 tackles out there, like you mentioned, that can hold their own. Yep. They can slide the protection away from those guys because they feel, I'm not sure I would leave Parsons one-on-one, but they feel as though, Lane Johnson on that right side can handle his business one-on-one over there. And if you can slide away from him and have a guy go one-on-one over there, it leaves a lot of things that can open up for your offense. So this will be a huge matchup. And like you said, Dan Quinn, he gets after guys with just rushing 4 people. He likes to muddy the back end so the windows are extremely small. If you have to use more resources to get after Hurts, that leaves your back end a little bit open for passes to get thrown in there. So we'll see what they can do with these matchups. But if they can get pressure with those 4, I got the Cowboys doing some damage out there.
Yeah, I think just to put into context, like when we do strength on strength, our D-line versus their O-line, our D-line strength is pass rushing.
Yeah.
Right? So, and the strength of Philly's offensive line is being able to move the line of scrimmage so these guys can run the ball. And like you said, we all agree that if there's one weak spot on this defense that we kind of worry about, it's our ability to stop the run. So all great for us to be able to rush for, add another guy in there, possibly get some pressure on Jalen Hurts because we know that he struggles when you bring a blitz. But if you don't stop the run and we don't make sure that we have that tight, you're not going to get the opportunity to do it, which is what that's what I want to see out of this defense. We think we got all bases covered on coverage and blitz and getting pressure and all that. How solid can we be in the run? Because we saw that be our weakness against San Fran last season, and we need to make sure that we have that buttoned up before we get deeper into the season and possibly making this playoff run. So that is going to be the matchup to see for me. Can our run defense stand up to their run offense?
All right, let's take our first break. I went in the locker room, had a conversation on camera. I'll tell you about that. I think I'll be well received for doing this.
Okay.
And Jason Kelce with some interesting comments about the Eagles fans versus the Cowboy fans. We'll do that on the Players Lounge.
Peace.
Barry Church, Heckma Harrison, Danny McCray, I'm Newey Scruggs. This show is brought to you by Tostitos. This is DallasCowboys.com radio.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King. Rule the day.
Attention Cowboys fans looking for the best shave of your life. There's a new official razor of the Dallas Cowboys, Shave Logic. Imagine not having to buy blades as often and getting more smooth shaves than your old razor, guaranteed or your money back. After more than 10 years of research and over 150 company patents, Shave Logic is proud to offer Cowboys fans a special offer. For a limited time, visit shavelogic.com and get a free $10 gift card with your purchase. Go to shavelogic.com now for more smooth shaves guaranteed.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Back to the Players Lounge.
Head to AT&T Stadium on Saturday, October 22nd to experience Rally Day presented by SeatGeek. Get ready to cheer on your Dallas Cowboys with tours of AT&T Stadium, ticket giveaways, games, inflatables, and more. Visit ATTstadium.com/rallydays for tickets and more information.
Heckma Harrison, Barry Church, Danny McCray, I'm Newey Scruggs. This is the Players Lounge brought to you by Tostitos. Jason Kelce, the Eagles center, went on the radio and had this to say in describing Philadelphia and Cowboy fans. Quote, two polar opposites. Philly, an extremely localized, diehard fan base that's authentic to all of them growing up together in this community. Most of the Cowboys fan base is built on commercialism and pop culture, Laker/Yankee type fans.
Yeah, he should have been. He was probably dropped on his head early in his life. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, what'd you think?
I mean, I love it. Me personally, I love it. I love them riling up the fan bases and the difference that people think Dallas Cowboy fans are like. and between, like, I just should say, like, real Dallas Cowboy fans, the ones that's never been to AT&T Stadium, the one that never went to Texas Stadium, but a diehard Dallas Cowboy fans. If you go to Oak Cliff, South Dallas, West Dallas, all around the Metroplex, when the Cowboys is on, it's quiet. It's quiet in the hood because everybody is tuned in to them boys. Now, the ones that can afford to go out there and yell and scream, maybe, hey, I can give you something on that because people will say when you go to other places, they may be a little bit louder than they are at home, and other people buying up all the tickets to see their team when they come to AT&T Stadium. But he got Dallas Cowboy Nation. He got us mixed up, bro. He need to pick another word for us, man. Pop culture, what?
It's fitting for a guy who plays for the Eagles.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you supposed to say? He has to make his fans feel better. I don't agree with it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dallas is known for being a little bougie. Mm-hmm. All right, that don't mean that the fandom is any less than what theirs. We just different kind. We just a little different kind. We still gonna show up. And lately, that stadium has been loud. I remember we had an issue when we used to play where we used to have to put it up in the newspaper or something. Yeah. Be like, hey man, make sure y'all come out, man. It's been real quiet out here. But man, we were going 8-8 and losing. Then you guys went 12-4. Then we had a 13-3 season. But ever since that 12-4 season, the stadium has been rocking.
Yeah.
And like you said, not only there, I'm from Houston, all right? And a lot of people became Cowboys fans in Houston when the Oilers left, right? And that was something that you never thought would have happened because there's a Dallas versus Houston rivalry.
Absolutely.
But it's still a lot of Cowboys fans out there, motorbikes, you know what I'm saying, slabs on swangers with Cowboy stars on there. Yeah. The fandom is real. I don't know what this man is talking about, but I understand why he's talking about it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. Because, if you look at those Philly fans up there, they'll trade on you quick. All right? You see how they did McNabb up there. They'll trade on you quick. And one time, I think it was 14, and it was a night game up there in Philly. They talking all types of stuff, dude. I'll never forget he had a Randall Cunningham jersey on behind me, talking all type of noise. Oh, we're going to beat your brakes off y'all, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, we ended up beating Eagles. I turned around. This man took his Cunningham jersey off. He had an Emmitt Smith jersey on right underneath that. I said, man, what we doing out here? What are we doing out here? And I said, you know what? Nah, I can't trust y'all, man. Y'all too two-faced up there, man.
You got to hit it with the barriers. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it, man. You hate to see it. I'm like, man, that's how y'all do it? Y'all switching up like that? Nah, I can't get down like that, man. I can't do it.
I remember going out to Arizona back when the Cardinals played at Sun Devil Stadium, and it was a game that late Cowboy turnovers, and Arizona ends up winning it, and they stormed the field. You even saw people with Cowboy jerseys who from Arizona was cheering for the Cardinals, like, yeah. It's like, because it was one of those things of like, all in Arizona, those fans, before they got there in 88, they were Cowboy fans. They were trying to flip some of them, but at the end of the day, when the Cowboys still go out there, they own them. Oxnard, man. You go out to Oxnard, man. You see what Cowboy Nation. You saw what happened in Los Angeles.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I remember talking to Skip Pete when he said he was working for the Rams, and he told Sean McVay, hey, we need to come up with some silent calls in this playoff game. He was basically like, man, shut up.
Yeah.
It's our game, our house. He's like, I'm trying to tell you, halftime he looks, damn, you were right. Who let these people in here? So Jason Kelsey can talk about they're fake, they're this, they're that, but I've seen it real. San Francisco, Jim Harbaugh, the year they ended up, I want to say they went to the Super Bowl that year. If not, they had a tremendous run. But it was a year where Kaepernick was playing, and about 5 minutes to go, when you're the visiting media, they let you go down to the stadium. I couldn't tell. So you're walking, trying to walk down, and it was Romo and Jesse that game.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
I couldn't tell what was going on, like the cheers were, because there were so many Cowboy fans up a candlestick. It's like, was that a good play for the Cowboys? Because we couldn't see. And it was just another case of the Cowboy fans showing up. And ultimately, I'm going to end it with this. Philly fan is like Texas Tech fan. They know they're not Texas. They know they're not A&M. They know they're not Oklahoma. You got an inferiority complex. And the Cowboys are their bar. They measure themselves against the Cowboys. Just like it was Dallas week up in Washington. Mm-hmm. Man, NBC, after I get done today, I got to go do something for NBC Philly. Just like I do something for NBC Washington. I said, we never call you because our people here don't care about you like that. You care about us. You want to hear from me. Hey, I got any video today from the locker room? Yeah, fool, what you want? Do I call asking for some, I don't need Jalen Hurts video? Nothing, because you know what? Cowboy fan here doesn't want to see that. In Philadelphia, they want to, what did Tank say? They want to hear that. That's what they need up there because they're Texas Tech. Texas Tech fan, I like you. But at the end of the day, you know the pecking order. You're not on top. And that's what Philly fans, they want to be on top so bad. So bad. It means so much to them. I mean, these fools might storm the field if they win on Sunday. We won. Game 6. Six games in.
Trying to find somebody to sue. Trying to find the next victim.
They got a playoff baseball game there. Do you know what they're talking about? This game, the football game, a regular season game, because it's the Cowboys.
Now, the pressure's on them, man. The pressure's on them. They're 5-0. I mean, they're riding high. Everybody's talking about how good they are as a team. Everybody has expectation now for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, of course, I mean, the city they should feel, I mean, they're nervous. That's all. That's nervous talk right there. That's all I'm hearing right there.
It's what they live with, the inferiority complex. When I used to go, back in 2016, when they used to call me every time they played, they would always ask me, Dak or Carson Wentz, who's better? And I would laugh. I'm like, guys, you moved up in the draft to take a dude number 2. And yet you want to compare him to a guy who was a Cowboys 2nd, 4th round pick? What's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? But that's their whole thing. Yeah. We need to feel our guy is better than your guy. I mean, they needed to carry this argument around and want to go at it with me. And they don't ask that question no more.
I mean, look at the coach. The man got T-shirts made. Like, what? They ain't making no T-shirts for no other team out there. They got to beat Dallas.
I'm goofy.
That was terrible.
That's so goofy.
Oh yeah, he chose wrong.
Yeah, that was bad.
He chose wrong.
Ain't that bad? He got swept that year too.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Hate to see it.
So that was Jason Kelce there. Micah Parsons says he's playing. He says he is playing. He's been dealing with the groin injury. If you're Nick Sirianni, how do you is it called big briefcase? Is that what you call it?
The bazooka.
The bazooka.
Yeah, there
the
is.
big bazooka.
Yeah.
What's the plan? You think?
I mean, they have to. I don't know who just said it about their 2 tackles and feeling like they can go one-on-one with Micah, but that's going to be a bad plan if they do try and do that. It's just for all of our guys on defense, can they win their individual matchups? That's all this game comes down to. Dan Quinn has been doing a masterful job on the back half of this defense, confusing the hell out of quarterbacks. And he's going to have to do the same thing against Jalen Hurts. He's got to show one coverage, good into another, as you know. You mentioned it, man, and it's because he's a running quarterback that you have to make sure that you have people in his face. Because if he finds an alley or something opens up, he gonna throw caution to the wind and he gonna head that way. So and I think those are just the little things that I worry about with Jalen Hurts. But I just feel so confident in what Dan Quinn is doing with his front four, but also lining Micah Parsons up all over the field. And I've said it before, I want Micah more at linebacker in this game because I think he needs to spy or at least be an asset to us to be able to go sideline to sideline with this running game.
Yeah, if I'm the Eagles, I'm not going to lie. I'm going straight at Parsons when I'm running the ball. And I'm going to put him in the bind. I'm going to do that RPO on him. And he's a younger player, so I don't think he knows all the nuances of the RPO. So if I'm Nick Sirianni, I'm the Eagles, I'm going straight at him. And I'm putting him in a dilemma because if you're going to let him come off scot-free off the edge versus RPO, it's up to him. Is he going to choose to dive? Because if he chooses to dive and chases the running back, I'm Hurts, I'm pulling that thing out, and I'm out the gate. Now, if he chooses to come after Hurts, then you let the running back ride. So to me, I'm putting him in a dilemma, and it's going to take him away. It's going to slow him down. He's not just going to be able to come off the line of scrimmage and cause hell like he does in each and every other game. So if that's what I'm doing with Sirianni and them, but in order to do that, they're going to have to win on 1st and 2nd down.
Right.
Because you're not going to be able to go out there and run an RPO on 3rd and 8 or something like that because 9 times out of 10, somebody's going to rally up and tackle the running back or whoever has the ball. So if I'm the Eagles, I'm going straight at Parsons running the ball because we've known if you go away from him, he has that speed to chase you down. We've seen it time and time again. He comes off that edge, whether it's the quarterback, trying to escape or a running back trying to turn the corner, he's going to be able to track you down. So I think the only thing they can do as far as running the football, if you're not going to run straight at him with the RPO, try to run it up the gut, but it's a tough decision to make, but I'm making him make that decision instead of letting him just cause havoc in my backfield like that.
Yeah, depending on where he's lined up at. Yeah, if you have opportunity to run at Micah Parsons, especially if they get him on 3rd and short and we have him lined up over the tackle, you got to run at Micah Parsons. You have to try it. If not, yes, you want to slow him down by playing with his eyes if he's playing on that second level back at linebacker, right? You got to find a way to make sure he is the person who does not wreck your game, right? And if you can find a way to slow him down with the RPO and putting him in a position where he has to decide which one he's going to take, or if he knows which one he has to take, but it just takes another split second for him to decide because Jalen Hurts holds it a little bit, then that's the key to making sure that you neutralize Micah Parsons a little bit. But in order to do that, like I said, you got to be running the ball damn good, to get into third and short and do that, because you're not going to see Micah Parsons lined up on the tackle when they lined up in the 22 personnel or 12 personnel on 1st and 10, right? So you got to earn the right to get Micah Parsons in a position where you think that you can have an advantage on him. And I don't see them doing that as long as we stop the run, as I expect we are. As I expect that we will stop the run. I'm leading into I expect us to stop the run on Sunday night.
Receipts.
So
231.
I don't know.
I went in the locker room because they brought CeeDee Lamb outside. So I went in the locker room. The first person I interviewed, C.J. Goodwin. Because of you guys. Because of you guys.
He was our first guest, man.
You guys get some more candy, bro. Get some more candy. You deserve it, bro.
You know what, man? And now it's the second time I went and found CJ. All right, second time this year. So just so you guys can get off me and give me my flowers, I've done it.
Hello. Okay? Did you interview him, or you just came with him to say hi?
No. He was shocked. He's like, "Hey, man. It's on camera. Let me. His hair wasn't done. I said, "Man, get your hat." Okay, I can't.
Get ready.
I ain't got that problem.
All right. Hey, man, shout out to you.
That's what's up, man. Showing love.
I was the only one. Everybody else was other place. Nobody came up, but I came up to him, man. So
you got to show us love, man. He's a staple.
So the thing is, they've always got on me like, man, you don't ever go talk to the special teams guys. You don't go. Show special teams.
He's gonna have to have an impact too.
Yeah, he will.
That play I was talking about earlier when I got the strip sack fumble and stuff. Nobody interviewed me after the game either, including Newey.
That's wild.
Where was that one at?
New York. 9-11, us against the Jets.
Mark Sanchez.
I wasn't there.
It's okay, man.
I wasn't there.
It's all right, man.
I wasn't there.
We came back. I mean, we didn't stay in New York. We came back. We was here all week.
That's your man.
Man,
that's your man.
You coming to ask me nothing, man? How'd you
I was on vacation. Yeah.
It's okay, man. That's how I got my dog church is there.
I was the only one celebrating with him. The only one. It was crazy, man. Good. But I was there though. I had my dogs back.
Hope you guys cuddled up and felt real good about that, man. All right, let's hit our break.
There you go, man.
We went to Sapusi. That's what we did.
Hit our break.
You're funny.
You ain't lying.
Somebody's got a birthday around here. Let's talk about it right here on the Players Lounge, brought to you by Tostitos on DallasCowboys.com radio.
Nobody protects you from mayhem like Allstate. You hear that? I'm a torrential downpour. Torrential? What's that even mean? It means you can't see out of your windshield. And if you have the wrong car insurance, you might have to make it rain to fix your bumper. So switch to Allstate, save money, and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Based on coverage and limits selected, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. In most states, prices vary based on how you buy. Allstate Bar and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
Want to use what the pros use? How about the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys, Jack Black? Right now, you can get the Jack Black Starter, a curated collection of Cowboys locker room favorites for just $10 with free shipping. The starter includes 4 Jack Black skincare favorites, plus a full-sized intense therapy lip balm. Go to getjackblack.com/Cowboys and use the code word TEAMJB. That's getjackblack.com/Cowboys. The Jack Black Starter, $10, free shipping.
With Smoothie King's original Angel Food and new Angel Food Slim without added sugar, you no longer have to choose between treating yourself and hitting your goals this summer. You don't have to choose between great taste and feeling great. Because at Smoothie King, every blend is made with whole fruits and no syrups, so you can satisfy your cravings without compromise. The only choice you will need to make is which one is best for you. Try our classic Angel Food or the new Angel Food Slim, blended without added sugar. Smoothie King, rule the day.
to the Players Lounge.
The most action-packed motorsport experience in the world returns to Arlington. Celebrate the 30th annual anniversary of Monster Jam on Saturday, October 15th at AT&T Stadium. Tickets are on sale now at SeatGeek.com, the official ticketing provider of AT&T Stadium. And guys, let me tell you something. Me and my son, man, we used to go to all of these Monster Jams, man. Now he's too big and too cool for it, and I'm a little upset.
Is that a tear?
Yeah.
You upset or sad?
Both.
Okay. All right.
How old is your son now?
15.
You don't want to hang out with daddy.
Yeah, he don't want to do Monster Jam.
Can you drop me off at the movies? Don't come with me.
I ain't looking forward to that time, man. I ain't looking forward to it.
I want to watch a movie with you no more, Daddy. Drop me off.
Where they do that?
Hey,
What
man,
you mean,
everywhere.
drop you off?
Yeah, drop me off, man.
What?
Ain't no more daddy son
that
movie
son?
time.
My little boy right now, he all on it. Yeah, Dad, let's go play, man.
Take advantage of it, because when it comes to an end, you get no notice. You don't get no warning. You
It's just like, nah.
Yeah,
He
you can sit this one out, dog. I got this.
I'm not paying for it unless I can go.
That's it. You want to go?
Yeah. You know, the first
I
time
can't
when
wait.
you ask him, he was like, Dad, I want to go to the movie to see XYZ. He'd be like, oh, yeah, son, I'm actually off that day. We could go. He'd be like, nah, I was going to go with little Timmy. He'd be like,
That gonna hurt me, man. That gonna hurt me.
I gotta go with my friend. I'm just gonna go with my friends.
You'd be like,
that one. 21st of October, Friday night, 7 p.m. over at Showmire Arena. Ludacris is playing TCU basketball. So I told my daughters at 18 and 16-year-old, I said, I'm gonna go see Ludacris. You want to come? Yeah, we want to come. I said, okay, roll out. We're gonna roll out.
While you're there, tap him on the shoulder, ask if you can come to UNC Pembroke and do y'all homecoming.
No.
That'll change. That's a game changer, though.
That will.
That's a
That'll
game
be a
changer.
game
If you
changer.
upgraded to Ludacris over Digital Underground
Man.
and CC Peniston,
Man.
oh man.
CNC Music Factory, sir.
My bad.
Not doing a gospel singer.
Just say, hey, man.
We don't need that much church yet.
We struggling over here at UNC Pembroke, bro. Would you mind doing us the pleasure? Because last year we had Vanilla Ice. As soon as you say Vanilla Ice, he gonna know that y'all need help for real.
Yeah. So because you went to LSU, you don't understand budgeting costs. Okay, when we get
It's the trustees.
There's two ways we gonna get you. Okay,
in and out.
We gonna get you on the way up,
on the way down.
like we got Dave Chappelle.
No, man.
Like we got Carrot Top, or we gonna get you on the way down.
Yeah.
So that's how we can. That's our budget's going to fit that.
So y'all don't have enough people paying dues either, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, we got a lot of
must
churches.
be.
We got a lot of churches.
Y'all
out
want to
there.
pay y'all alumni dues, huh? So homecoming got to have Vanilla Ice.
I
huh?
got them alligator on. I can't get in
why,
there,
why
man.
there's not a Barry Church scholarship set at Toledo, I don't know.
Man,
You
ain't
need
nobody
tax
reached
break-
out. Nobody reached out, man.
But you threw
reach
that
out to
Toledo
me.
mail in the trash can. As soon as you see that damn Rocket Man on there, he throw the stuff right in the
They
trash
got my
can.
number, man. All they got to do, hit me up.
Toledo, make it right.
You know, if you call, they'll take your call.
Man, I'm sure,
You
man.
offer
I
some
was,
money,
you know,
a Barry Church scholarship, man. Let
Make
the
it right.
kids
He
know.
don't answer unknown numbers. How
I
you
tried
gonna
tell
talk
him,
to
man.
them?
If I seen the 419 on there, I'm picking up. I just need a call, man.
I
That's
wouldn't
it.
ask you to do anything I didn't do.
Toledo, make this thing right, man.
Yeah,
I do it, man.
I wouldn't do anything. I wouldn't ask you to do anything I didn't do, man.
Barry done
Giving them
changed.
dues?
Barry a changed
Dude, I
man.
set up 2 scholarships.
See, I just need the opportunity. I don't got the number.
That sound good.
You know,
too.
Barry,
Barry
it would.
scholarship.
I'm all for it. I just don't got the number.
Just I can see it now. Man of the year.
You got
Toledo.
Google, right?
Oh yeah,
You Google athletic department.
It'll pop up. All right,
Not only will it pop up, the AD's email will pop up, an assistant.
I'll send them an email.
Someone will
Toledo.
call.
Toledo.
Someone will call.
Toledo.
I can't even keep a straight face. Y'all know.
Barry has gone from ashy to classy.
Hey,
And he left Ashley back there with him. Huh?
yeah, you saw the.
And he still got his, and he's still holding on to it.
So it's soothing hydration.
Soothing hydration.
Aloe.
Get your skin
Intensive
right.
care. You know, I see you for
Get your skin right.
for
right?
dry skin. Look at that. I see you.
Hey, intensive. All right,
They
intensive.
give him the eczema lotion.
Yeah.
We don't know
You
who the
struggling.
official lotion sponsor.
Oh yeah.
You know Jerry got a lotion
Go.
sponsor.
He got everything.
Yeah, Jack Black. Yeah, for you people who got dry skin.
Speaking of Jerry Jones, he turns 80 today. 80 years old.
Hey.
And I think about Jerry buying this team in 1989, and he was heavily criticized, paid the most for any NFL franchise, but he just didn't buy the Cowboys. He had to buy Texas Stadium. And people were saying, you don't want to own a stadium. You don't want to be in the stadium business. You just want to own the team, because back then, most stadiums were owned by the city. Jerry looked at Texas Stadium and said, how can I make more money? When you talk about people say we need club suites and we need luxury boxes, this was Jerry. Jerry put him in there. And then when they started winning, he made a 10-year deal. Jerry making money left and right. So everybody's like, man, I want to own my own stadium. I want to own the parking. I want to own the concessions. They wanted to be Jerry. Jerry really taught owners how to make money in this league. And now if you think about it, all those dual stadiums you used to see, like these back in your spot in Pittsburgh, Riverfront, everybody, like baseball, we want our own stadium. We want to control the money. That was Jerry showing people how to make money. So he's in the Hall of Fame for the 3 Super Bowls, but really for teaching the league how to make money, how to increase revenues. It's what he did outside his own building that helped build the league. The league we watch today is a big credit to Jerry Jones, who was a part of the television committee, who brought in Fox, who created another network. And now, man, we see game tonight. You want to watch the game tonight? Got to go to Amazon. These are things that Jerry was always forward thinking about. So happy birthday, Jerry. I'll say this, man. I've said it many times before. That man passes away, it's going to be a sad day for people like me in the media, because I've never been around anybody who provided more access, who gave the media more access. And so props to you, Jerry. We do have a game tonight.
Happy birthday, Jerry. I'm going to make sure you get
happy
there.
birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Jerry.
birthday.
Trendsetter.
Oh, yeah, without a
You know what I'm
doubt.
saying? Cool as ever, man, out there with Post Malone.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? He had Stephen A. on this time.
Yeah.
When you talk about a guy know how to market, know how to make
without
sure
a doubt.
that the team is going to stay relevant, know how to make them dollars, you know what I'm saying, cares about his players, my man Jerry.
All right. Thursday night football.
Yes, heck, Thursday night football tonight.
Thursday night football.
You should be worried.
Nah, because you know, make sure it's not the Eagles and the Cowboys.
It's Thursday night.
It is
Yes.
Thank you for reminding
Yeah, I
me
want to
what night
remind
it is.
you. Like, I got the Cowboys.
We've got the Commanders, who are
Yeah,
1
worth
and
the
4. By the way, if you haven't read the ESPN expose on Dan Snyder, put your eyeballs on that.
Oh, that's Nino Brown.
That man said, hey.
I'm going to put cases on. Oh, no.
He was Nino Brown when he got up. He said, if I'm going down, I'm going to take a whole lot of people with me.
Oh, yeah.
I got to listen in.
Oh, he better tell you.
I was doing the same thing. If y'all coming at me,
So,
he did this.
Good.
He did that. How about
That
it?
man say how to hire a private investigator for everybody. He went out. This is like the TV show stuff. Scandal. You see Scandal?
Yeah, he got it
Hide
on
behind your car and stuff, taking pictures of you.
Got cases.
He doing it himself. You see
he
Dan
was
Snyder
there.
in the parking lot.
11:58 p.m. I seen him right there.
Commanders, Bears. Bears 2 and 3. Commanders 1-point favorites. I'll start it off here. Give me the Bears. Okay.
That easy, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm just gonna go with the Bears to win this one. It's Thursday night football, so expect ugliness.
Where's it at? Washington?
It's in Chicago.
Oh, in Chicago.
His old spot. So give me the Bears to win this one, 19-14.
That was temporary housing. First of all,
Okay.
not my spot.
Your spot.
Okay, you and Heck always trying to give me some stuff that I don't want. Okay,
Your other
The
boy.
Philly,
Gotta lock him in,
Philly
the
is
other
not
boy.
my guys.
The other
and
boy.
Chicago
It's
was
other
not my
boy.
spot.
It's been-
I actually never lived in the city of Chicago. Okay, I lived in Lake
You
Forest.
see how other boys
Okay,
week went?
Thank you.
Not like all the other
That make
weeks.
you feel-
Yes,
But
That
it's
make you
been
feel-
hardcore.
I'm taking
guys.
the Washington Commanders. Okay, because the
Commandos.
NFC East is the best division in football, and the bottom of the barrel, they got to start picking it up a little bit. Okay, the Chicago Bears are struggling; they're trying to find their way. They're gonna get right. Okay, I need Scary Terry to have a hell of a game, so I got the Commanders winning by 10,
Let's go. Got to go.
20-10.
20-10.
20-10. Heck.
He got some fantasy on the line right now.
I need Scary Terry to have
That's what
a
it is.
I got Dave Montgomery.
It's some fantasy talk going on because he got way too hype out there.
He did.
Commanders. You know what? Death taxes in Chicago is going to have a defense, and I think the Bears. I mean, Carson Wentz, man, is about to turn into a trash compactor. It's just what it is. His coaches told us, man, it's bad. So it's gonna be a horrible game. So get ready for another Thursday night snooze fest.
Watch something else.
It's gonna be out the chain tonight. I'm going low scoring, man. I'm 14-6, something ugly. I'm going an ugly game. It's gonna be ugly. Either one of these teams can get it going.
Bears 14.
Going Bears.
Bears,
okay.
yes.
The Bears.
All right. I'm going to Commanders. I'm on Commanders, man.
You trying to make him pick first next time.
Because
he's trying to make sure I don't get too far ahead of you.
What you talking about? Ahead?
Yeah.
I'm in first place. What you mean too far ahead?
He don't want me to get ahead of him.
In Chicago.
And that's why.
Oh, yeah. Flus ain't got that offense going right now. Coach Eberflus saying
and Washington does. Okay.
They got better. They better than what they got right now in Chicago.
So what you got? What you got there?
I got them 17-6.
That's a lot of offense.
17-6. The Commanders, baby.
So much
you went out on a limb right there.
Okay.
17-6, baby.
So Young Bucks against old heads again.
Once again, we won it. We won it last time, man. I don't know. What's the overall? I had to make sure I ain't too.
Bro, you up by one. You up by one on me.
All right, we got to go.
You up by one on me. That's what I know. Last week, you picked me and you picked different. We was both undefeated, so you up by one on me right now. And now you trying to keep it that way.
I only lost 2 games.
Okay, take it outside. Danny McCray, Heckma Harris, and Barry Church.
Jerry ain't coming on your show.
Yeah, man. Nobody give a damn about that. You trying to kick us off with some media bash.
It was 46.
Hey, man, I tell you what, man.
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell out of here.
Man, boy.
Hey, you remember?
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?